What is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks? Welcome to the last day of 2024. Holy moly, guys. We made it. We actually made it. Ugh. But are we gonna make it out? Are we gonna make it out alive? Are we going to make it out alive, guys? Well, I think we are. I think it's full WAGMI season right now. We are all going to make it. Welcome back to the channel. We weren't sure if we were going to... Sorry for your eyes. Sorry, guys. Anyone with any type of thing, eye trouble, watch out for the fireworks. We hit you with the fireworks. But welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming into tonight's live stream. Thanks for coming to hang out with me on this fine New Year's Eve night. And we are going to just send you guys off into the new year feeling good, feeling bullish, and feeling like you can go into this new year with a good, fresh perspective, maybe with some good motivation and inspiration to complete something that you've been working on for a long time, or just start something that you've been wanting to work on for a long time. This is, I think, one of the things that I would love, that I've kind of focused on sometimes and throw it in and intertwine in here with the crypto stuff. But I think ultimately with figuring out your finances and figuring out, crypto and going into the digital realm and knowing that we're all pivoting from analog to digital with almost everything. So learning about crypto, learning about money, learning where the money is flowing is very, very important right now. And ultimately what it does is it burns a fire under your butt to start really making changes in your life. And what better time than to start thinking about it right in the cliche time of the New Year's time, the New Year's Eve, the night before going into the new year. It's a new you, and you want to basically know that the past is behind you, and you can be in the present and looking forward into the future to establish new growth for yourself and your family. So the magic in new beginnings is truly the most powerful of them all. And then I like this one. This one's great. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And that was a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. And so, yeah, it's always just actually taking that first step and going into something, even though it might be hard. You might have some fear into doing it. It might be really uncomfortable. It might be putting you in your out of your comfort zone. And this is what crypto will do to you. And I think crypto ultimately, once you really get into it, it'll change your life. And it starts to really reprogram your mind. And it starts to crack you and almost force you to start thinking about breaking out of the matrix and retiring your entire bloodline these next couple of years, because this is the time to do it. This is the time to lock in. This is the time to get serious about doing these things. And so we're going to do it together. And this is how we're going to set off into this next year, where we are all going to be the richest we've ever been in our entire lives. And this is the prayer. This is the reality. And this will be the hero's journey for me and you. So let's do it. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road. Smash up the like, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell. We're super excited you guys decided to come in and hang out with me for a little bit on this awesome night. And let's check out the overall crypto market cap right now. And then we're going to go into the Bitcoin price. We're going to go into the bullish Pepe news, because there's a lot of bullish Pepe-ness all over Twitter right now. And X, Elon, changed his profile picture to the character that he is now deeming Kekius Maximus, which is basically Pepe as as oh my gosh, Mark, as help me. Help me with the actual, because it's what's the guy's name? Maximus. It's geez, help me. From Gladiator. Help me, please. My brain is not working. But either way, he has changed his profile picture to this character, which is Pepe. But then, even before then, for the past couple weeks, he's been bull posting about Pepe. So you can see that Pepe is one of the trending coins right now. We have this theory that actually Pepe is the Doge of this cycle. Now, the Pepe is the Doge of this cycle because the charts are kind of doing very similar things of how what Doge did and what SHIB did in the previous run, and how they were able to trade up, consolidate down, have some selling pressure, and then ultimately hit up into brand new all-time highs, breaking all-time highs, price discovery, and then eventually establishing itself in the top 10 as being a $46 billion valued market cap coin with the support of Elon. And then you can see kind of where it established itself. So I feel like the same thing is happening and will happen with Pepe, that it will establish itself as being a top tier, over SHIB, even over Avalanche, Tron, Cardano, and then getting up into the $40 billion market cap area. It is 100% possible if it is, I think, being chosen as the Doge of this cycle. I see it. I see the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs for me is Elon. The breadcrumbs for me is Elon. It's like Trump and Michael Saylor are leaving the breadcrumbs everywhere for all the average American person to see and to be like, okay, this is the opportunity. You can either go along with what the system is trying to tell you to do, which they're 100% not trying to tell you to invest or buy Bitcoin or any of that. And then if we were listening to the prior administration and following all of what they are recommending, you 100% wouldn't be in crypto. You would think crypto is a complete scam, and you would never go into it if you were to listen to the current administration that is going to, in January 20th, switch over with the inauguration. And then we will see what will play out from now till then, because this is where I think the prices are going to get a little volatile, guys. I really think so. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting at $93,579. We have Ethereum at $3,345. We have Tether, has not depegged. It's the 31st, and Tether hasn't crashed. And it's like every time, it really is true what they say about when we are in a bull run, in a bull market, they always try and pull out the Tether FUD right before it runs. It always happens every single time. So that was it. I think they probably will end up getting regulated with this Europe, this EU regulation. It's this certain thing. It's like a new thing that they have to comply with. Other coins have complied with it, and I think USDT was like the only one that was just kind of lagging on the compliance. But I think it seems like what they're going to do is they're going to do it, and then ultimately they the exchanges that are going to delist Tether, they might end up just relisting it again. So we'll see what happens. I mean, crypto.com hasn't delisted USDT. You could still send USDT like into Coinbase, and they actually convert it to USDC for you. So there's even still that option. You can buy USDT DeFi on your wallet, so I don't know. I really don't see a problem right now. And honestly, with the Cantor Fitzgerald involvement with USDT and Cantor Fitzgerald being a part of the Trump administration now and advising for the Trump administration, that's huge. And so I think USDT isn't really going anywhere, and I think it's just going to be a good competitor to USDC. I think it's good that we have these different stable coins because, man, I'd hate to have just one that we'd have to rely on, and then it ends up being a total psyop, and then it can get shut off. No, there needs to be DAI, there needs to be USDT, there needs to be the Ripple stable coin, there needs to be USDE. There has to be multiple stable coins because you don't know. you don't know what's going to happen, and it's good. I think the stablecoin market is actually growing. You know, the last live stream we were talking about that made a good point of the stablecoin market is actually going to be one of the biggest market cap liquidity additions of all of the money. You think, like, where's all this big money going to go into first? Well, it's going to go into the stables, and then from the stables they'll be able to acquire Bitcoin. They'll be able to acquire all of this stuff, and it's going to get crazy. This is how things are going to go up really fast. All right, so right now, things that are trending bullish in the news right now is X Money, like the X payments, is actually set for 2025 launch. Probably the first quarter, if they're smart, they'll get it out first quarter so then they can have some data through the year of 2025. Going into second, third, and fourth quarter, they'll be able to really nail it down, get the bugs out. They don't want to wait too long to launch this, and I think this is what is going to rocket some of these altcoins because I have this feeling that Doge is going to be one of those things, and now I have a feeling, I hadn't thought about it before, but I was like, what other cryptos are they going to list as one of the coins for a payments choice? The obvious one is that you're going to be able to do cash. Like you can just send USD like you would on Venmo or Cash App or whatever it may, or PayPal. But with this, you'll be able to probably send Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, possibly Cardano, Pepe, Doge, and did I say Dogecoin? Dogecoin. So it could be huge. It could be huge for the altcoins. It really can make them run. And so, yeah, I think there's always been the breadcrumbs. I told you guys about the breadcrumbs. If you go to Google Trends, like the best way that you can see how they're like, okay, Google Trends, and I look up Dogecoin. So look up Dogecoin real quick. And I'll put it back on the screen. And thank you guys for coming in. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for popping in. There we go. Oh. Your search doesn't have enough data to show. What? Hold on. There we go. I was like, what in the world? Okay, so let me see. The past 5 years, that might work. I think this is... Okay, yes. Okay, so I love seeing these spikes. Let me see if I can get a little closer, zoom in a little bit. Okay. I have to like move my head. If you see here, look at these spikes of Dogecoin interest. This is worldwide web search. Look at the spike, okay? You see here, if I can get it on that point. For some reason, it's being weird. Okay, so around here, January, February 2021, this is the time that I got into crypto. And I mentioned this because Dogecoin was the catalyst for me and a lot of other people to get into crypto. And a lot of people were led into Dogecoin through the Reddit Wall Street Bets community, the Reddit community in general, the Occupy Wall Street movement moving into the next 4 years of eventually a lot of these people being on Reddit, being on Twitter, knowing and following a little bit, a lot of these trends, these underbelly trends. But And then before Elon even was posting about Dogecoin, I believe that the Reddit community was already kind of picking up on this momentum of the meme coins, crypto, Bitcoin. And so this was the catalyst. This was the pull trigger for some people to go, okay, I gotta do something. And then the AMC, Roaring Kitty, the massive shorting of that company, and then ultimately doing the short squeeze and making these, hedge funds lose a lot of money, and then trying to beat Wall Street, and then eventually Wall Street rugging it and stopping the momentum because they can do so, because they can manipulate the stock market. And that's how we all really learned how the stock market is actually truly rigged. And then Michael Saylor is also revealing this to us right now as to how his company was about to get shorted, and they were trying to destroy him, even though he had built a company that was profitable, and he was still getting defeated. So then he thought, the only way that I can protect myself, protect the company, protect the employees, and not go under is by figuring out a strategy to not be debased fully. So then he went based and then started to research into Bitcoin. But with us, we started to research into meme coins. We researched Dogecoin. We were like, okay. And then eventually we started to pay attention more to Bitcoin, learn the cycles, learn that there is a cycle, that there is an actual, cycle that you can look at. It's the 4-year halving cycle. You have the bull run years, and you have the market recovery years. You have the bear market years. And then ultimately, after the recovery year, you have the bull halving year. And so all the way spanning back from 2012, you see this happen. You have, after the halving, then you have this massive run. Then you have go into a bear market. Doesn't normally go any lower than where it broke out from the middle point. Never goes lower than the middle point of where it breaks out. And then same thing here in this year. Same thing here for 2020. And then I think with the historical data that will have the same thing, happening right here. We're going through to where once we get in between 121,000 and 154,000, we're due for being up in these ranges. If we're going to line up right on this curve, we're going to be right up in here. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it. But we have to have patience. We have to have patience because it's going to take going into the first quarter of 2025. And Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you so much for all the people that have been coming to these live streams, watching any of the videos that I've released, clicked on any links, or supported by trading on my links with the affiliates. I really do appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. And I really appreciate you guys always chatting, like being active in the chat. Like, it makes it so much more enjoyable for me to be streaming with you guys. And we got Jason Casper in the house. Let's go. Happy New Year. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. You did not have to send a super chat, but you are a legend. Jason Casper in the house, guys. Best trader, best freestyler, and consistent YouTuber in the space. I want to tell you, look at what I did. So I did something that you did. I know you did. You changed your candle colors to switch your psychology to not always like to see the green and the red. But I kept it green, but I changed the green tone to like a Pepe green. And then I changed the red candles to white candles. And I think it's starting to help me out. It's starting to help me out. I'm feeling less emotional. I'm trying to trim the fat of emotions currently right now. But me and Jason Casper have to collab. That we've talked about it. We've dreamed about it. We've written songs about it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it has to happen. But man, I hope I know you're having a good year. I know you've had a good year. You're going to have a good next year and years to come. He just recently had a new baby, and it's just yeah, it's amazing. So his family's growing, crops are growing, chickens are growing. So we wish him all of the blessings in the world. And send him over his way. But yeah, guys, check out his channel. If you've never checked out Jason Casper's channel, go and check out his channel. It's awesome. His live streams will make you crack up. He'll be serious and he'll break it down. And then out of nowhere, you get a plunger in the face with the freestyle to the dome, and you'll be in another dimension. All right, so we wanted to point out something really interesting on the BTC liquidation heat map. So what's happening right now is that if we spike up if we can actually get past this resistance that we've been hitting right here, this 94, we were trying to get up to 95, but check it out. If we can pass this resistance right here and clear 96, this wick right here on this wick, guess what's going to happen? There's going to be a lot of short liquidations that are going to have to sell off because they're going to get smacked right here. And so, and for them to be sold, there has to be buyers at 96,825. And so what that can do is potentially push the price up probably. I think that, I mean, if we look at the band, if we're looking at the 4 hour, let's look at the daily. Oh yeah. So we could be trading up. If you're looking at this is my target. Is 111,000. That's a lot. That is not just my target. That is a lot of people's targets right now. If we can keep the momentum, if we can actually go into some bullish momentum into the new year, and we don't dump, because we have these two levels that we're looking at for bearish levels, 88.6 and 86,000. Those are our bearish levels. It's pretty close to the bottom of the band. So if we end up dumping and we just completely lose it and we don't swoop over, because this is what we think this is what we think is going to happen. We're going to go like this. If we can touch here. If that's not the case, we break down really hard and then we bounce. But some people that are super bears think we're going to break down in this region through the floor and we just crash to 72K. There's some people that are thinking that as well, that could be on the table. Now, if you're looking at the MACD, whoa, what's happening here? I have a bunch of drawings on here. What's happening? There we go. All right. I have to reset that. I don't know what happened. Oh, did it move on the side? Oh. It's weird. I don't know why I just flipped it over to the other side. Okay, on the daily. So the 4-hour looks more bullish on the MACD because we're kind of swooping. We're kind of swooping down. I don't know if I really want to look at the MACD. I actually really liked how this was looking because it signified that we've ranged down low enough and hit these levels 1, 2, 3 times on the 4-hour. But even here, if you're looking at the 4-hour, we've even hit the levels off of going up to these highs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times. 5 different times we've gotten this range of 92, 92.7, you know, like just right where this green line is. So, I mean, at this point, I mean, if we can't bounce from this point, I mean, gosh, that would be the 5th time we would not be able to do it. Then I would then think that, okay, yeah, these levels could could be hit. It is potential. It is a big potential, but I don't know. I think we're looking more bullish than anything. Let me see. And then I want to take this off. We're still in this ascending wedge. So we could go up to 100, 111, go back down, 103, 102. That's why I think it's actually, if you're looking at this pattern wise, you could say we could just go like this. Because we went down low enough, established a pretty decent low. See. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, the chart looks good. I don't have feelings of like a major crash. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel that. I don't feel like there's like a major crash that's about to happen. I feel like more or less, I think the market, the whales would love to smack this level right here, this 96. Look at that. I mean, that's hot. That's hot right there. But how are you guys feeling? How is everyone feeling? Well, I hope you're feeling good. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, so make sure you're following me at DanoCrypto904. We're pretty close to getting 1,800 followers, so that's awesome. That's super cool. Maybe you can help me get to 2K. All right, so this is what we wanted to play. This is hilarious. Now they're talking about Pepe on Market Alert. This is amazing. This is what we've been waiting for. And then we're going to do some Pepe TA.
And by white nationalists, even though he's green.
Well, frogs are it's okay for a frog.
Symbol? Even though he's green. But despite the character having been co-opted by these hate groups, it was used in protests in Hong Kong, where it was used positively to protest against repression.
Pepe can, I guess, be whatever
Pepe can go, yeah. So I'm just saying that I think if you say it's a right-wing meme and Elon Musk uses it, if Elon Musk uses it as, then it's gonna sound like you're saying Elon Musk is embracing some alt-right white nationalism.
He's embracing the meme, which
is apolitical.
Yeah. So it can be apolitical.
Can be apolitical.
Yeah. It started out.
You want it not to be because it's Elon Musk. So it's another.
It started out as a silly cartoon.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And how can he be a white nationalist if he's green?
That's true.
Okay, can I just say the ADL?
Yeah, I know. The ADL has designated as a hate symbol due to it being co-opted by white nationalists.
In the fall of 2006, they say it has to be done in the context. It has to be seen in context. In the fall of 2016, the ADL teamed up with Pepe creator Matt Fury to form a hashtag Save Pepe campaign. to reclaim the symbol.
He's
from
not
those who use
a ninja turtle. He looks kind of like a ninja turtle. Now, are they right wing? Or are they?
No, they're just a kid's cartoon, I think.
Oh, and so it begins. Pepe and ticker Bitcoin and all the memes are going to start flooding the mainstream media. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is fantastic. All right, happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Feeling super bullish. I wanted you guys to come into this live stream feeling good, feeling excited, and feeling like you want to go into the new year. Some years just kind of fly, they just kind of go, can feel a little robotic, but I really want you to go into this one. Let's go into this one. Let's step in. Let's step into this one. Let's really step into the new year. Let's do it. All right, so let's check out Pepe. Let's look at Pepe. So there is this. Where's the chart? There's the chart, but we want to pull up this other chart. We can't help ourselves. So this is, I think, if you don't have Pepe, even just a couple frogs in your portfolio, at least by the end of the cycle, just to see what happens. You might be like,
it's more money than this. This is nothing. $2,600.
Oh, Ben. Breathe, baby, breathe.
Yes, it's more money than this. This is nothing. $2,600.
Oh, Ben.
Nothing. Yes, it's more money than this. This is nothing. $2,600.
Oh, Ben.
Nothing.
Breathe, baby, breathe.
Yes, it's more money than this. This is nothing.
That'll 100% be all of us if we don't take profits. So we do have to take profits. As much as we love these coins, we do have to take profits. Oh man, don't get me started on that. That just kind of got swept under the rug, that just kind of like came away. I think that's why I'm holding Pepe so with conviction and because I feel like I'm getting a second chance with Pepe, but I got so distracted by so many things in 2023. It was just ridiculous. I think about what I was putting my attention on and then what I actually had the opportunity to put more focus on. And man, I learned a very harsh, I had to learn the hard way. I learned the hard way. And I got my YouTube banned. My X account was banned. I felt cheated. It was rough. I felt like I was going to quit because I got so distracted by stuff, by drama, crypto drama. And man, it was rough. So now I feel like going into, with this year, I tried to tighten up a little bit, have a little bit more focus, stay more consistent, and really just focus on this. Just focus on what I'm doing, focus on you guys, the community, like focus on who's here. Like, you know, make sure that I'm always consistent because you guys are the ones who are watching, who are also keeping me on my toes. You're interacting. And so, yeah, craziness. But where's that chart? I got to find that chart. I think it was on, oh yeah, Max. Was it Max? Yeah, it was Max because BTC. Let's see. Where was that chart? Yeah, everyone is comparing Bitcoin to where it was in early 2024. Same range, low deviation, equal lows. Well, how about what Pepe did right after BTC finished dinking around? Take a look for yourself and decide your next move. So this is what I'm curious about. So we see that in quarter one, this Pepe move, it went up a lot. It really was able to break through all-time highs, and we're starting to do that bounce consolidation that we're seeing right now on the chart. It looks really good. So I think right now we're setting up for a massive move in Pepe. And I really feel like Elon is kind of giving us the tip off. I don't know. I have this feeling. It's just like Dogecoin. And so we're gonna bet on that. This is the target. Four zeros, 40, 46. We need to go up on this one's different. I forgot because this one's a different leverage. Yeah, we saw we had a really nice bullish divergence here. Established, really nice. Boop, low right there. Bounce continuation. And I think we could do something like that. Test back up into this range. This is on the 4 hour. This is great because we had a bearish divergence. Swinged low down from the 9th to the 20th. Now we're going to get a continuation pattern, I think, back up to the upside. We did take profits, though. We actually closed the entire trade, and we reopened one back up. We wanted to solidify profits, so we took them. This is how Pepe is looking currently right now. We're back long. I think we're pretty confident with how Elon is bull posting on Pepe. He has his profile picture now as Pepe. I just don't know what could be easier at this point. It's just an easy meme, like where I don't want to gamble on anything new or like these like. Yeah, and the Kekius Maximus coins are coming out everywhere. Just stick to dogs and frogs. Yeah. No, I'm not even doing that. I don't even want to do that because the moment that you think, okay, this Kekius Maximus, you put in 1 SOL, 2 SOL, and before you know it, now you're down to 0.1 Sol. And it turns to dust. And if you just buy the most popular top 3 meme coins instead right now and just hold those for the next 6 months, you'll make a lot more money. And that's been proven. That has been a proven fact that if you do that, you will make more money. Because we've just known historically that the top memes that end up getting the exchange support are, getting partnerships with big, with companies, getting good market share, trading volume, all that stuff, can survive through the bear markets. We see how those can actually can push and sustain the crashes. That's when the coin is not good, because if it can't sustain the crash and it just completely dumps and the holders just cash out and they're just like zoop, then it's just like it's not good. It's only meant for pump and dumps, cash in, cash out. That's what it's meant for. It's not meant for a long hold with high liquidity and but Pepe is not the only coin that's like that. There's plenty of coins that I think you could put high conviction in and get the same result. Like if you go and just go to Dex Screener, go to Ethereum, click on the liquidity, because I just recommend going into high liquidity tokens first. Let's refresh this because I don't know why it's not. Okay, there we go. Right now, the highest liquidity right now as an Ethereum token is Pepe. Pepe has $69 million in liquidity. So this Uniswap pool has a lot of liquidity to be able to handle these DeFi transactions, but then also what's happening on the exchanges. It's just crazy. And it's the 7th highest traded volume token right now in the entire space. So it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then you have MogCoin. MogCoin has 21 million. This is the 3rd largest in liquidity on the Ethereum chain. So Mog has the same history, 1 year. So you can see the trend here is that these tokens have been established for over a year. So if they've been able to last over a year, keep this market cap valuation, stay over 100 mil, stay over 500, then this is very impressive. I would way more want to bet on something like this than go into something like way, way, way down here. Pepius Maximus. Yeah, it's at 206,000 market cap, but look at the liquidity. It's shit. And so look, and then I think of Ticker Bitcoin. Look at the liquidity of Ticker Bitcoin. 10 million, 159. It's been established for a year. SPX 6900, same. Established for a year. Great liquidity. So, Wojak, same. Wojak, I think it was the same developers as Pepe. I have this theory that Wojak and Pepe, they're all friends. They came out around almost the exact same time. Literally almost the exact same time. A year ago. The liquidity here is actually good. If I were to be really honest and give you my honest pick as one of the best sleepers out of all the meme coins right now, that is so undervalued as a meme coin, is Wojak. And I'm going to stand by that. Even though I love Ticker Bitcoin, I love Pepe, Dogecoin, Kendu Inu, Ponky. I love those coins. Pepe. I think all of those coins are going to do really well with the narratives that are attached to it, the communities behind them. All of those are super strong communities. But there's something about Wojak that I think is just like, it's just this sleeper. Like, it's so undervalued that I think when it really pops, it's going to get so much market share, mind share, that because people recognize this meme, the Wojak meme, this guy. I think almost more so than Pepe. This is an OG meme. And the coin itself, I love the team. I love the interaction on their X account. Like, whoever runs their X account, they do a great job. There's a lot of Wojak lore. There's a lot of Easter eggs. There's NFTs. There's, I think, a lot of value behind Wojak. And because it's as simple as what Pepe is, they're not really promising anything besides to build a really great, like a big community around this character, and being that sentiment in the market to represent our emotions through the meme character that is Wojak with any type of situation. And so you have to think about this when it comes to that, and how people are going to be processing this stuff when they purchase things, and they're like, okay, this is what I'm going to invest my money in, what I think is actually going to make me laugh, make me feel like I'm part of something, and really bring out a sense of humor and also a whimsicalness of this thing, and almost make it not so serious. I think this is what people need. And so this is why memes are going to do really well. 100%. This is why the strong meme communities that people can relate to, can feel like they're a part of some kind of guild, some kind of community. I don't want to say cult. I don't like saying cult. But these are going to do really well. But yeah, I think Wojak, if I were to, because I know people are always interested in what's your top, what's your gem. This is a low market cap gem because it is below 100 mil. It's at 62 million. It has that framework that I just built for you around why I think this would be a successful meme to go into 2025. And if you're looking, and if you feel like you missed out on getting Pepe or anything else that is in that list that's up high in value, like say Mog or Pepe, but I still think you're early. Honestly, with all of these, I think I'm going to be super honest and think all of these, even at these valuations and market cap, you're still early, because I think memes alone are going to be at a $2 trillion market cap, the size of Bitcoin, because of how strong these things can push. It's gonna, like Pepe, and like you got to think about Doge, Pepe. These brands, they're like Coca-Cola, they're like Adidas, they're like Nike. The people that end up investing and being forever PR people, forever walking billboards for these things, like that's gonna be me. Like I have basically adopted as like Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu as just one of the coins that I'm always going to hold and talk about because of the lore of it. I'm fascinated by it. I still am diving in and trying to understand the egregore, but I resonate with it. And so I'll end up buying a Sproto eventually, and probably even more like Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu merch, eventually one of the racer jackets, and I'll walk around in it. So I'm literally already knowing and foreseeing that I will be a walking billboard for these things. And Pepe. I'm trying to manifest for 2025 that I get a Cybertruck and I wrap it green and put Pepe on it, and I'm going to drive around and film content in the Pepe Cybertruck, and I'm going to partner with XYO, and I'm going to have the XYO node installed in the Cybertruck, and we're going to make content about how that is revolutionizing the geo mining data node, DePIN blockchain space, where this can be implemented in all of Cybertrucks and also all in Teslas. But this is what I'm manifesting. That's what I'm manifesting, guys. I want to know what you're manifesting. What are you manifesting, Headband? What are you manifesting for 2025? I'm manifesting more than that. I'm manifesting good health and prosperity for my family. And I want to be able to have the time to create and use that time wisely to then, whatever I am creating, I am really able to execute that and to be able to see the fruits of the labor. To just like put it into a very simple explanation of what I would like to see and manifest for the new year is to know that the things that I've been working on and the things that me and my family have been working on, that we are able to harvest the fruit from the labor tree. I don't even know what the hell am I saying? Harvest the fruit from the labor tree? What did I just say? Have you ever heard anyone say that before? Jesus. Where's the hook? It's like, where's the hook to get me off the get him off the stage? I'm like, if my wish for next year is to harvest the fruit off the... Yeah, I've totally lost it. Yeah, Scottish Crypto is 100% right. I have lost it. No, it's funny. There's a live stream that I did that I 100% sounded like a pastor at church. I started preaching the gospel. I don't know what happened. I guess with all that being said, guys, the point I'm trying to make is that you don't have to gamble on like all this stuff. People make you feel like you need to gamble on this stuff, and you could be super, super simple and just be like, hey, you could be like, Turbo's been doing really well. Turbo was one of those things that actually was doing pretty well. Hey, pretty low market cap. You can maybe take a chance on that, but I don't know. You got all these different Pepe derivatives like mystery, hoppy. Yeah, you could do those. Maybe you could do Pepe. But I don't know. It all depends on what your risk level is. Do you want to gamble? Do you think Bobo? You could say, instead of it being Wojak, because I picked Wojak as my undervalued, like kind of like mid tier that should be top tier, but for some reason is down here, while other things that are absolutely ridiculous are way up. Bobo, you could say, could be in that same exact category. You could say Pepe could be in that same category. This is kind of playing heavy. This is playing heavy off of the Chinese narrative that they're going to loosen the grip and that people that are in Asian countries will just flood to Pepe as their choice for their getting in something early that's a Pepe derivative. Because if you're looking at all of the different Pepe derivatives, or Pepe derivatives, mind you, is the only ones that are up close to what this one is, which is this one is the top one right now in terms of liquidity and market cap. You have Pepe Coin, which was the original Pepe Coin, apparently, was the original one, 2016. And then you have Apu, which is a Pepe character or derivative. And then you have Hoppy, and then also what's the other Pepe mystery? Now this one's new. This one just came. This is 20 days old. So it's just which you could pick there's all these different Pepe derivatives. You could go into those, or you could even say, okay, I know Pepe is at 8 billion, but if this chart is true, where did it go? Then Pepe still has some time to go. Well, yeah, I saw those other ones. What were the other ones? There was Fwog. What was it? Frog. Where's it at? Yeah, Fwog. Yeah, where's Fwog? Because that one I don't consider a Pepe derivative. Like I'm considering as like different derivatives, and then also a just straight Pepe token is like this is the closest one that is I would say competing for market share of attention is the Pepe coin, and then this Pepe token. And then, because that's the common misconception or confusion with certain Pepe tokens, is that which one is the Pepe token? This one is the one that has 370 something thousand holders. This is the one that has the kind of the most exchange support, the most exchange listings. It has the highest trading volume out of all the Pepe tokens, regardless if it was after this one or not. So I don't know if that's giving you guys a good explanation of how you should build up your altcoin meme allocation, your meme coin allocation. But a lot of these coins are going to fizzle. They're going to fizzle. A lot of these are going to go nowhere. They might just literally stay completely flat, or when the market dumps, they will massively dump. And that's when you're going to know what is actually going to be the thing that is the strongest thing to hold and has resilience. SHIB was actually really good at that. Like SHIB and Dogecoin and Floki, surprisingly, were one of those coins that were able to hold up and stay pretty strong in terms of community, building stuff. And now you see that and then like Floki, for instance, this year was listed on Coinbase, made some major milestones, added a lot more liquidity. And so, I don't know. I can't tell you guys what to buy. I mean, you know what I've been buying. I like Harry Potter, Obama. This is my meme bag. I always like telling you guys what my meme bag is. The Harry Potter, Obama Sonic Teninu, love that. I've been wanting to buy more Wojak. I have like a small bag of Wojak. Want to get more Wojak. I have Pepe. I have Dogecoin. I have Ponky. I have the Orc. I have Orc. Those are my Solana tokens. I've still been holding Orc. I haven't sold any Orc. So that's kind of like part of there's like this Da Vinci trio of coins that, you're kind of, I don't know if you guys have a bet on any of those particular coins. They call it the trio of coins. It's Waffles, Orc Coin, and Pepe. Those are kind of the main three, I think, of the ones that were really promoted heavily the most by Da Vinci this past year. And so we've made videos on all of these and content about this. And I'm curious if we should just kind of follow our own, trust ourselves and follow our own intuition and maybe our own tip off and just buy a little bit more of this stuff that we've talked about all damn year and just really size into it, because we have an opportunity to do so in the next couple weeks with said dry powder. And we're probably just going to really go in. We're going to size in and just hold these suckers for the next 6 months with conviction. And I really think it's going to play out like really strong. Doesn't mean we're going to not take profits on the way up. That's a really important thing to mention. If you're new to the channel, if you're new coming into the live stream, we really do appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks for tuning in. we like to break down the charts, break down the analysis, our thesis, and how we like to view the market. So then you guys can take that knowledge, if you think it is knowledge or golden nuggets, you can apply that to your own strategy, form something around it, and then have a blueprint and a strategy and a good foundation to stand on going into the next year and building up your crypto portfolio. So the 3 steps for a successful bull run is having that diversification we've talked about, the allocation strategy, having the 60-30-10 rule of strong coins, and also having your DeFi tokens, your layer 1s, your layer 2s, your privacy tokens, whatever your niche is, whatever tickles your fancy in crypto. Trust me, it's there. There's thousands and thousands of tokens that you can look at and invest in and speculate into. And then 10%, you could keep it super simple and say, hey, I will, oh yeah, peace out, Ozzy. Thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate you. Go do your thing. I know everyone's probably, it's getting close to the ball dropping pretty close. So yeah, we streamed for way too long. Now we need to end this thing. But yeah, just we want to remind you guys, have multiple wallets and exchanges set up. And then also we wanted to mention this because we were just mentioning about DCAing, is hodling and taking profits. You have to have a long-term hodling strategy. Long-term holding can benefit from the market growth, taking profits, protecting gains, and provides liquidity for future investments, obviously. But the hodl strategies, you have your core holdings, keeping a substantial part in top cryptocurrencies for the long term, being Bitcoin. Nice, that's funny. Yeah, same here. Yeah, so you want to ignore the short-term fluctuations, which can shake you out of your bags, but then at the same time, nice. We'll see. We might be all surprised. And then the people that were thinking that they were making retired money selling right now, thinking that we're exit liquidity. What if you were the exit liquidity for the retail? Retail just starts buying heavy, and it just starts pumping, but it keeps going and going. And you're like, no. You're like, I sold everything. But yeah, you have to have a long-term strategy. You have to be able to DCA. DCA in, DCA out. Make it work for whatever works for you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna bring the fireworks in. Where's the fireworks for where is it at? There they are. All right, guys. Happy New Year. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you. We thought we were going to do a quick show. I don't know how long did we stream for? Oh, okay, it was only for an hour. Okay, we were going to do 30 minutes, but then we ended up doing an hour. That's not too bad. But we're super happy that all you guys came in. Thank you so much. Shout out to Stan's Panic. Shout out to Jason Casper for coming in. Shout out to Scottish Crypto, Ozzy. Shout out to Carnage Champion. Shout out to Shark. Shout out to Headband High. Shout out to R Trades. Edward McPherson. Shout out to Tony and Jason Crypto. Shout out to all the awesome mods. We really do appreciate you guys very much. And go enjoy yourselves. And like I said, remember, let's make some bread. Let's make some delicious bread going into the next year. All right. Happy New Year, guys. God bless you. And I'll see you next year. Peace out.